Good news, little duck had a drink of water, but it's not doing anything else, so I don't know. So I got the carts, and it's looking like I'm going to be able to use the axles. I'll cut them in half, drill them out, put some cotter pins in, but it's looking like it's going to work. So there's the two carts. I hate these carts. I've had them for over 15 years from my old business. I always hated them. They were absolutely useless. They're so heavy. So I'll take them all apart. I'll salvage the wheels for something. But it looks like the axle's long enough. If I snip her off there, it looks like lots of room. Oh, sorry. If I snip it off there, it looks like enough room for to go through the log. We'll see. Actually, I should measure. Actually, I'll do that right now. I'm going to measure. I'm just going to double check. Because I just want to know if I got to go to Canadian Tire first thing in the morning or not. So I think I have a 1/2 inch threaded rod in here too. So if I have one, then I will have enough, because that'll give me two. What do I got here? Yes. Here I got one piece of threaded rod. Oh, it looks like it's 2 feet long. I don't know how long I need it. Bear with me, guys. I'm just measuring. Just measuring in the workshop here. 24 inches. So I've got one 24 inches long. So basically I've got, so this is 21 inches. So that gives me 11 total. So that's 7.5 inches. So 7.5. Oh, it's just long enough, guys. Oh, I hope it works. Oh, it'd be nice if I didn't have to go to Crappy Tire tomorrow. Pretty sure. So we got the axles. Look at those for all-terrain tires, eh? She'll never get stuck. And then these handles come off. As you see, they slide in. I don't know if I can get it to slide out here. No, it won't. Jammed in. Okay, so this, yeah, it won't come up because it's got a cotter pin here. But anyways, these handles, you can see, slide in. This slides in. So what I'll do is I'll drill 2 holes and then slide the handle through. So I'll have a handle that sticks out front, and it'll move like a big wheelbarrow. Or a duck tractor, whatever you want to call it. So the wheels at the top, no, I'm using the wheels on the bottom. The wheels on the top are no good for what I want to use. Those are like warehouse wheels. Well, actually that's what it's for. It's supposed to be for a warehouse. They're the wheels I'm going to use on the bottom, the big ones. And they're going to go on the bottom of that. So, and I'm going to position them so they're right at the very back here, so that I can lift it up and the back of it won't scrape the ground. It'll work. It'll be a lot easier to move around. It'll be super important, I know, Jennifer. It'll be super important to drill it properly. If not, the wheels will be crooked. Come on, dude. So, I gotta go hydrate myself. Actually, I'll do that right now. Oh man, my mouth is starting to get dry. So I am getting delirious with dehydration. I cooked my brain, guys, down there in the swamp, even with the hat on. You don't realize it, you know, when you're sitting there for 27 or 77 minutes or 81 minutes in the sun like that, you don't realize. What you're doing to yourself when you're having so much fun. But I'm feeling a little bit flush. So I gotta sit down. I think I'm gonna sit in the back deck, kinda. And I'm just gonna lay down. I got the camera now pointed at the yard here. One at the swamp, one at the yard, and then I've got no floor. Don't want a floor. want the tripod on the ground because I need the increased height, because the tripod, if you see here, it's like 5'8" is the height clearance I need. And let's just show you, so about here, okay? So right now here is there. See how there's not a lot, so I need it up off the log. I need the log up so it'll be higher up so that there's nothing. This isn't in the way. It's gonna work. It's gonna work perfect. It's gonna be like it was made for it. It is being made for it. Go. I should invest in a sun oven. What, to put the camera in? Why would I put the camera in a sun oven? I'm waiting for an answer on that one because that's strange. Why would I want to bake the camera? Oh, for food. How do we go about talking about that over there to food? I don't understand. It's like I'm not hungry. I'm dehydrated. You never see one? Yeah, I've seen them before, but that's what I mean. I was wondering, why would I want to bake my my camera? That's why we're talking about making a camera tent, and then next thing we're talking about putting the camera in an oven. It's like, okay, I just, you know, when I get these, like I said, guys, it's really hard figuring out the chat thing. You know, you guys are living in this 144 character or less world. I'm old school. I need full sentences. You know, it's hard. It's hard for an old guy to figure out this new stuff, you know, and all these short forms, and you know, I'm not that tech savvy. I'm going to sit out in the deck. Can you see a baby duck? Sure. Multitasking, it's called. A rain oven. Seriously, it had me. I couldn't figure out why he wanted me to put it in an oven. Those things get hot. Well, I think I'm going to get an adult refreshment, guys. I'll do it off camera because I know I'm not supposed to, because that's against YouTube policy, doing that online, and I wouldn't want to ruin our reputation here. So I've got a gun hanging outside. I really don't want to go inside. It's such a beautiful day. You know, I've been inside so much this summer. Plus, if I'm out here, Doug will freak. Maybe I'll wake up in time to pop a shot off. I don't know. Maybe I might not even wake up. I just might sleep right through it all. When was the last time I used my barbecue? Last fall. Last fall. Not gonna lie. Magoo's doing great. I gotta wash my hands, guys. I'll bring you along for this tour through my kitchen. See, did my dishes. Plus, I really don't want to start anything right yet until I fold my laundry. I want to get the laundry off the line and fold it, not just off the line. So if I start working in the garage, it'll screw up everything. I won't get my laundry folded. And I gotta get that because it's 2 weeks worth of clothes, and that's a lot of clothes to fold later. If I fold it off the line, it's way better. Okay. Oh, you heard the clink of the bottle, eh? That's bad. Bad stuff. I'm gonna have a Sunday afternoon. Relax. You like my ceiling? It's old school. It's actually 3 different ceilings because this house is like ancient, guys. Like, it was built, like, the main house was built 1880, the main house, which is really, really small. It's only 435 square feet, the main floor. It's tiny, the original house, and that's the ceiling. And it's actually 3 different ceilings. 3 different ceilings. Like, they couldn't even use the same lumber. It was like when they were doing it, it's whatever they had. It was just, it's unbelievable. It's an old place. Well, my floor joists are logs. That's how old the house is. Cedar logs. It's old. Come on, Doug. Oh, this is a beautiful day. I'm not going to sit in the sun, though. I'm bringing you guys along for a big day here. Oh, but this is not duck time right now. This is Matt doing nothing time. Except sharing my nothing with you. But pretty soon this room's going to get turned off because Matt's going to have a little sip, a little relax. Okay. Oh, this chair is calling my name. What am I drinking? It's a green bottle. Pop. Special kind of pop. Oh, my feet are sweating too. The black rubber boots. Set my phone. No, I won't nap for 5 hours out here. Impossible. Sun's going to come around here shortly and cook the back deck. There'll be no napping taking place out here then. It'll be over. Right now there's shade. So when the shade's gone, I'll be gone. I'll be done. I might then fold the laundry. And then maybe I'll go over and take the cart apart. And salvage all the parts off the cart. I'm really happy about the axles on the cart though. That I can use those. That's a bonus. That means I don't have to go to town tomorrow. And I hate going to town. When I'm working. I work at home. Alright. Oh, this is comfy. Alright, guys. Whew. Okay. Well, I'm going to relax a little bit first, Pamela, if that's all right. I had 2 big glasses of water. Just got to decompress. I just did a big chat with you guys down the lake, cooked my brain. My head's a little bit warm. And if I go inside the house, I don't want to go inside the house. I want to stay out here because I've got the gun hanging right there. See? I'll show you. See that right there? Okay, well, sorry. Zoom's not working here. Sorry, guys. Yeah. See? The gun's right there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. The iPhone, I can seriously zoom in, but the iPad, I can't. That's weird. That's crazy. I wonder why the iPhone can zoom in, but the iPad won't. I don't know. Doug's going for the cook. He's cooking himself. So I've got enough camera set up for you guys to keep lookout for me. If anything goes down, there's a feeder cam so you can watch the traffic, and I was right that the feeder was going to be busy because now it's non-stop action, or actually people who voted for the feeder were right because I really didn't have any say in it. Like I moved the camera from the lake to the yard, so I really should rename it because now it's a yard camera, not a lake camera, and then I've got that one pointing towards the swamp. So we're good to go. Okay? So I just gotta hide what I'm drinking here. All right. Any questions? Nobody's chatting. Just watching me work. Oh, I'm not working too much right now. I'm on decompress. I'm decompressing, and then I'm gonna lay down. No, it's not beer. I wouldn't do that. That's go to sleep. No, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna lay here. I'm gonna just decompress here. That's right. I'm drinking Sprite in a green bottle. You know, Jennifer, don't you? I can't sleep right now. I might pass out for a quick nap, but that's it. It's hard to go to sleep, you know, when you got a yard full of ducks. You just sit here, and it's like having a good movie on. It is. That's what it's like. Because I sit here and watch. Oh, that's too far back. I sit here and watch them because it's pretty non-stop antics, guys. They go back and forth. It never stops. The solar eclipse, they probably won't even notice it. Where's the guard dog? Right there. See him? He's guarding. Right now. Ready. Can't you tell? He's cooking himself. I'm having a hard time getting a good. No, see there. Oh, that's better. No, I gotta answer my pants. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for my laundry to dry, so I can fold it, because I still got 2 loads to do yet. I gotta put, I got 2 sets of sheets to wash, and I gotta hang those out. They dry in like 15 minutes flat. But even if the wash machine is broken. You got a job, Jennifer? Well, congratulations. What part of the world are you in, Jennifer? Tell me. No. Your first paycheck should go to you. What part of the world are you in, Jennifer? Southern California. Is it that hard to find a job right now in Southern California? Or just in your profession? Hello, Key. Oh, a late career IT professional. Oh, okay. The rotten millennials that are willing to work for nothing. Or next to nothing. I know what you mean. I I'll tell you a little story about IT. Back, like, I've been on the web forever, guys. Like, I owned my first website in 1991. That's how long I've been on the web. So like I've got a fairly good idea when it comes to doing tech and crap like that. So I used to build my own websites in the 90s, which that was a feat in itself, because everything was HTML. You didn't have, like, what you see, what you get, editors and that kind of stuff, so you actually had to know what you were doing. So I used to make websites. It was for porn, but that's what I did. But I got rather good at it, and I got rather good at SEO stuff too. I was really good at keywording. I was like crazy, the stuff I could pull off with Google being right at the top of the search results. And back then that was a major, everybody kept their little trade secrets. So I thought I'm going to, I learned all this stuff and nobody else knew it. So I thought I'm going to, I could make a business of this, on the side. And so I started contacting businesses, and I figured with my expertise and what it was worth, and me as a business owner, I knew what the value of it was, because I did it for myself as a business. So I would give a price to somebody, and then they would say, "Oh, we can get some kid out of Kingston, just got out of school, and he's an IT, and he'll do it for like 1/10 the price." And I'm like, "Okay, well, let him go do it, man." And the guy, they'd always make a mess of it, eh? And then I'd have to come back and fix it later for the price I had stated. But I gave up on it because all these young people would come out of school, and they would just whore the market up to the point that there was no money in it. So I quickly realized that was not a career path I wanted to go down. As soon as you start competing against young people that don't work for nothing. Oh, India came on later. Fiverr. Oh, those guys. Oh, man. Actually, I used to use Fiverr all the time for making things, for code, for e-commerce site, to write script and stuff that I didn't know how to do. Yeah, the Indian wages. I know. I'll tell you another little story about it. India, okay? I have a friend that 31 and a half years at the same company, they dished you for offshore. I know, eh? It's brutal. It's brutal. My friend markets for dentists, and he got into the medical trade for doing IT outsourcing. And this is in Canada, in Vancouver, actually, Canada, BC, British Columbia. And the British Columbian government, for the healthcare, needed MRIs and CAT scans read. So he's always going over to Asia and that for different things. He does a lot of different business stuff. And he, one trip, decided to stop at India on one of his trips back from China. I don't forget how it happened, but he was in India. But listen to this, Jennifer. They were the BC government was paying Canadian surgeons, the techies, I should say, to read the MRIs and the CAT scans. Were paying like a crazy amount of money, like $400 or $500 per reading. Okay, so you get a test, they send it off to the tech guy, and he'd be sitting at his house, and he would do like 20 of these a day, and he was charging the medical system $400 or $500. So my friend, he's in India, and he meets a guy in China. Actually met a guy in China. They introduced him to a guy in India, a doctor. Long story short, he ends up developing this network with a whole bunch of Indian doctors that they were reading test results, MRI and CAT scan test results, for $15 US. That's what the $400 techs in Canada were competing against. $400 a test for a Canadian to do it, $15 for an Indian to do it. Same qualifications, same training, knew his stuff, no mistakes made, but just willing to do it for $15. That's nasty. So India is dangerous that way. That's just another story. I got all kinds of stories like that. People I know in business that have dealt with garbage happening to their lives. Just poked me in the eye. Yeah, I've had that quite a few times in my own business. The internet destroyed my business, ironically. I had a really good music business, music retail business, huge, did big numbers. And the internet Napster destroyed it. Destroyed it. But I'm happy you got a position. I hope they're paying you lots. And I hope it's long term. Now you just got to make enough money to move out of California before they tax you to death. Oh, boys, okay. I think it's time for me to shut her down. You're in Holland? Fipperonel? I don't know what that is. But I know I need to shut it down. I'm going to say goodbye. And thank you for joining me in my cart video. But I'm not going to sleep, Mandy. I'm going to just sit here and relax. Listen to the yard. Sort of stay on a lookout. One eye open. Decide if I have to run across and grab the gun or not. Wait for my laundry to dry. Fold my laundry. And then I'm going to go take those carts apart, which I showed at the beginning of this stream, which you'll have to rewind to see. But I got the carts out. And they're going to have... And I think I'm going to take the carts apart today. Later on. Not going to do any work on things, but I'm going to get all the parts ready for the assembly. So you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Oh, I'm sorry, Key, that you hate California and you'd like to move to Vancouver, but Vancouver's just as bad as California, so out of the frying pan and in the fire, my girl. The day is half over. Yep, technically it is. Ta-ta for now, everybody. Goodbye. See you later, duck dudes. Fans of the duck dudes.